Possible to be a fan of Zack Snyder's Man of Steel and also be excited for James Gunn's new Superman movie? As a real DC and Superman fan, you should be excited and positive and have an open mind to watching a new interpretation for a new upcoming movie. Because Superman fans lead with positivity and focus on the best aspects and messages from a new story. Who said that?
I don't know, but can you zip it up when you're done? So the final trailer just dropped for the Fantastic Four, and all I gotta say is, it looks great, it looks very unique, visually speaking it looks fantastic, no pun intended, and multiple things that are just working well with this film, whether that be the cinematography, the music, the performances. It looks great, it looks like we're in for something very special next month, and it actually just looks like a real authentic blockbuster that a lot of people have been waiting for. And I could say all that for this movie, but I can't say the same for another movie that's coming out in the same month, which is this movie right here.
What is this? What the hey, dude? You destroyed the whole...
What the hey, dude? Yeah, that's some peak writing right there, as I've been told constantly from the Gunn tards. Yeah, peak writing right there, folks. Gunn totally knows how to write competent characters that don't look like fucking idiots. Oh wait, that's all he knows how to do. But all the people that are just glazing Gunn for his shitty Superman movie, here's what I'm gonna have to say to you folks. And that's the fact that you guys deserve to be ruled over. I don't care what you say, you guys deserve to be ruled. And the reason for that is you're too stupid to just like do anything, know anything, perceive anything. Because everything the Gunn tards know how to do is just glaze utter garbage. They can't actually criticize anything. They, even when their own little savior, that being James Gunn, actually admits that a shot in his movie actually kind of looks like shit, and he even takes it out of the movie, they'll swear up and down that that garbage ass shot is somehow peak. It's better than what Snyder did or any other comic book movie director ever did. And it just goes to show you the state of things and why we're in this mess we're in with just overall movie making and just the world of cinema. It's because these people have no coherent, thinking process. They don't know how to talk, and they always talk like they're thugs. And it's a lot of these weirdo white people, and typically those who get like early access to movies and whatnot. It's these weirdos that just, they talk like thugs, and they constantly use words they don't know the meaning to, like peak, aura, or just anything along those lines. They don't know the meaning to. And they're always like, yo, we finna get the best comic book movie of all time. Yo, we finna. Hey, yo, bruh. They always talk like that. And it's like, can you speak properly? Can you, like, act like your race? Can you do anything right? Clearly not. And it's also a lot of other influencers, a lot of brown influencers like Blu-ray Angel and Soups who get paid to promote this shit. They, do like little collaborations, like with Blu-ray Angel, for example. You see him doing a collaboration with Old Spice. And you just see like this like stupid goyim right here. You see this dumb shit just glazing this fucking product because he's getting paid to do so. And then you have Soups who gets like early access to everything. He gets to go to these like press meetups with the cast. And this particular shot right here where he's hanging out with the cast, Soups looks like a little kid right here. I don't know how to describe it. It may just be the haircut itself. But I think it's so funny that these people will do anything but tell the truth. I just like actually give authentic takes with their movie reviews, because because the moment they do actually give an authentic review for these things, they'll lose their access. They'll never be able to get to go to these sort of celebrity meetups with movie stars and whatever the case may be. They'll never get it to do that if they don't start glazing shit and just lying to their audience how good a product is. And it's not just those two content creators, if you want to call them that. And it's not just those two, it's plenty of other people out there. And what's even worse is that there are people out there that are glazing Gunn's bullshit for free. I'm not kidding, like I wish I were making that up, but I'm not. And on top of that, not only the shitty Gunn tards that are just making everything worse for everyone, you look at the marketing for this movie and it's like every TV spot that is dropped, it looks worse than the other TV spot that drops right before it, because you're like, oh my gosh, this looks like shit. Like objectively it looks like shit. And then they drop another TV spot and I'm like, holy shit, it can get worse. You think before, this can't get any worse, like this is like peak shit right here, and then you see another TV spot, it's like, oh my gosh, look how far we have fallen, look how far DC has fallen and its fan base. And then on top of that, I keep saying that, but it's like on top of pause, No, but seriously, you look at just like not only the marketing, but then you look at what Gunn is saying about the character of Superman. It's like the more this asshole speaks, it's like the more it's revealed that he does not understand Superman at all. He's contradicting himself. He's lying. He's doing all this shit, but like actually, telling the world that this is a good movie, right? He's doing anything but that. He's just showing his incompetence, his jealousy. I don't know if you guys saw this tweet the other day from probably one of these like comic book outlets or like these like film outlets that cover a lot of movies and stuff, like Variety, for example. But I saw this tweet the other day where there was a quote from James Gunn comparing this movie to Oppenheimer, or not, it wasn't necessarily comparing it to Oppenheimer, but saying like, this movie isn't like Oppenheimer where we have 3 times the dialogue from characters and shit. It's like, number one, keep Oppenheimer's name out your fucking mouth, okay? That shouldn't even be used in the same sentence with your shitty comic book movies, or comic book movie, that being Super L. And then I keep seeing like all these posts of, displaying all these James Gunn quotes about his Superman movie. And it goes to show you that he is not the right man for the job. He is not the right person to tell a story about Superman. And he is certainly not the right person to lead the DCU as a whole. Like, he has no real plan. He has no real connection with these characters. He acts like he does, but he doesn't. And on top of that, we got a lot of incompetent people over at Warner Brothers. So it's just like, yeah, this is a recipe for disaster. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. These people should not be in charge. They never should have been in charge to begin with. But this is the incompetent state of the Hollywood industry and how they go about choosing their leadership and who's overseeing what and the type of audience demographics they're trying to cater to. Because the people you're trying to cater to here with this recent Superman movie, you're appealing to the lowest common denominator, and even like by that lowest standard, I don't even think they're going to be that interested with this movie, because a lot of people like locally around me, a lot of them have not spoken very highly of this movie and how it looks, because this looks like an amateur made this movie. You look at the cinematography alone and the lighting, like, and mind you, like these are, like, I think this is from the same guy that did The Flash. I've already mentioned that in a prior video to this one, but yeah, same dude that did The Flash. And you can definitely see it with his work right here with this dipshit movie. It looks awful. It's inexcusable, especially for like a $360+ million movie. Like this is shit. This is inexcusable garbage, and I'm tired of people just eating the shit up without like thinking for themselves. Hey, maybe we should raise the standards a bit. Maybe we should start gatekeeping a lot of these dipshits out of the industry, and also just gatekeeping audience members as a whole. Because a lot of you people, like I said before, you deserve to be rolled. You're low IQ as fuck. I don't care if you think that's mean or if I'm rage baiting. No, that's just the god honest truth. It really is. It's always been the truth. Catering to normies was the biggest mistake the Hollywood industry could ever make, and I will die on that hill. And it truly upsets me that things have gotten this terrible with how things are with, in the world of cinema, because you can see, we are capable of making great movies in the modern day, in the big 25. We can still make great movies. We just need the right people in charge and the right, creators making these movies, especially comic book movies. It's time to, we need to raise standards by a lot. Raise that bar higher, because I am tired of catering to fucking normies everywhere. Y'all are ruining everything. You're not only ruining movies, you're ruining TV shows, you're ruining video games. You name it, you're ruining it. Another way of putting this is, if I see somebody who's wearing sweatpants or shorts in public, or a graphic t-shirt in public, you're the type of audience member I'm talking to, okay? That I know I'm targeting you specifically because you are the exact demographic that is ruining everything. And I don't give a fuck what you have to say to me. That is the truth. That is nothing but the truth. Y'all are ruining it. Get the fuck away from my comic book movies. Get away from movies in general. Don't go anywhere near a device, an electronic device. Y'all suck, okay? I'm done acting nice about this, which I really wasn't before. But I think most of you will agree with me, you smart people out there. You guys will agree with me. You look at this movie, the Superman movie, like, this is just a product of our, society, of like, and what we allow, okay? This is inexcusable. Totally inexcusable. Your behavior is inexcusable. I'm done with y'all's asses. I'm not gonna buy a ticket to Superman. I'd rather, use my hard-earned money on something like Jurassic World or, Fantastic Four. I'd rather watch those movies that actually look like movies and are shot competently and directed competently and have great performances and not, you know, just cornball dialogue altogether like Super L does. You know, I'm ready for the actual blockbusters to make a return. I think those two movies are going to carry the summer box office altogether. I think those two movies are going to be talked about the most. I don't think Super L is going to be talked about that much. Maybe by the fake fans for a couple of weeks, and then after that, they're going to move on just like they did with the Flash movie. Okay, that's what's going to happen. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I wish things were better. That's why I'm making this video, because I want things to be better. I really do. I don't want things to be shit. I want things to be at, like, its peak excellence. I want things to be excellent from this point forward, okay? I think most of you will agree. I hope you're smart enough to agree and not a complete midwit that just consumes everything given to you, because at least we're getting something. At least we're getting a Superman movie. At least this, at least that. If you're someone like that, just click off the video. Get out of here. Go watch someone else. Go watch some paid shill. For all I care, okay? But that's gonna do it for this video. I just wanted to get that off my chest because the state of things really pisses me off. I want what's best, like I've said before, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but this needs to be constantly said because a lot of y'all just accept the bare minimum, and I want to be better than the bare minimum, okay? That's my overall point with this video. If you didn't get anything I said within this video, at least get that much. But actually, there is one more thing I want to bring up, because as of recording this video, there was a new Superman clip dropped on Jimmy Kimmel's show, and you guys have got to see this. You got to see this. Here's the clip.
Lex, I tried to stop him.
It's fine, Mother. Superman, we finally meet. Would you like a coffee?
Where's the dog?
Dog?
The dog, loser! You took the dog!
That's right, you get all of this.
Where's the dog?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
He's just a dog.
I don't know what dog you're talking about. Ugly dog, okay?
What did you say?
So after watching that, does it look like Gunn actually understands the character of Superman? Because after watching that, I got Homelander vibes, you know? I know a lot of those fake fans like to compare Henry Cavill's Superman to Homelander, but I actually get Homelander vibes from this Superman. You know, a Superman that can't even keep his emotions in check. Like, I thought Superman was always supposed to keep his emotions in check. He was supposed to do the right thing no matter what, no matter how much, you know, the villain pisses him off, right? That's what the fake fans told me constantly. But with this Superman, he's yelling constantly because, you know, Gunn only knows how to write his characters to where they're just yelling at each other to, you know, convey something that's super emotional or maybe something comedic, right? That's how he always writes his characters. And I know a lot of people, you know, a lot of my Twitter mutuals will have pointed this out as well. Like, you can always count on a James Gunn film to where you have characters just constantly yelling at each other because Gunn, for whatever reason, doesn't know how actual human conversations work, because it's probably because he's not very human himself, you know, and that's why he's not, you know, the right person for the job. And before I wrap this video up, I'll show you another clip from another trailer where you have Superman just shouting, like, basically the thematical elements of this movie.
I get scared, but that is being human, and that's my greatest strength.
See, that right there just goes to show you how spelled out this movie is. It's just made for a childlike audience. Even though the movie is PG-13, this movie is just like, it's made for man babies. People who can't understand thematical elements, they can't read between the lines. That's who this is for. This kind of stuff just gives me the ick. And it's not to sound like a female-coded bitch, but it seriously gives me the ick. And speaking of female-coded bitch, or something that gives me the ick, I think I figured out where James Gunn got his inspiration for how he's portraying Superman in his movie. And it's not just from himself, because, you know, James Gunn is a little beta male bitch. It's also from another individual, such as this one right here.
Mighty Pen! Get it right.
What flavor is your vape?
Yo, you really got me.
Get the fuck. Just
in for this.
get the fuck out! Get him out.
I hate women.
The dog, loser! You took the dog!
That's right, you get all of this.
Where's the dog?
So yeah, Gunn's inspiration for how he portrays his beta male Superman is from none other than Dean Withers himself. You know, somebody who just can't display masculinity if he tried. And if you unironically eat this up, like I said before multiple times, you deserve to be rolled over. You just do. But that's actually going to do it for this video, folks. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and drop a like, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because you are not going to want to miss out on this certified banger content. You're just not. And drop a comment down below if you agree or disagree with some of the points I made within this video. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.